Well, I've got a bit of a poop problem. Come in here and let me show you what I got going on. So I'm fairly new to owning chickens. This is kind of my first time doing that. And as it turns out, chickens poop a lot. So we need to figure out a way to clean off our droppings board. And so I tried using a shovel at first, but unfortunately that's not going to work. And then a rake, it leaves a lot behind. And so we need to figure out a way to solve that. Brad nailing down some half-inch thick Baltic birch plywood. I spent a bit of time coming up with a modified rake design. The rake worked well, but there was just too much space between the teeth of the rake. I also wanted to have minimal contact with the surface of the droppings board, so I designed it so that the tip of the teeth were very small, leaving as much as the sweet PDZ behind to help dry out the poop. All of the cutting was done with the Amana tool 46200-K 1/8 inch downcut bit, and in the beginning here we're using an air compressor to blow the sawdust away so that you could see the cut. But the really nice thing about this machine is that it uses a liquid-cooled spindle, so all of that sawdust actually stays in place, and if you were using dust collection, it would capture a ton more dust. After everything was cut, I got it vacuumed off and removed it from the CNC machine. The downcut bit leaves a clean top surface, but not bottom surface of the material. Rather than have to clean these pieces up individually, I sanded the back side of the entire sheet to clean up all of the edges at the same time. I could have used a compression bit here to avoid this, but didn't think about that before cutting. After all the sanding was done, I used a multi-tool to trim the tabs free and began gluing and pen nailing these parts that will become the bracket for the rake. Once the glue was dry, I flush trimmed them on the SawStop router table with the Amana tool 47104 half-inch flush trim bit. This trims the tabs and brackets flush with each other if there was any misalignment. I picked up a couple of wood paint roller handles from the local hardware store and cut off the threads on the SawStop table saw to use this as the handle for the rake. I assembled the rake after sanding a bit of the finish off the handle on the end and glued it in and drove in a screw with a large fender washer to keep it nice and held in place. My chicken coop is rather long, so I made 2 of these with different designs on each to test out and see which one worked better. The rake itself actually works really good, but we have a bit of a design flaw. For some reason, I never considered the opening size when designing like I should have, and I had to chop some off on a miter saw, but then we can put it to use. That worked out real well. You can see all of this stuff is still left there. That's what you call sweet PDZ, and that helps dry out the poop. So all of that's still left there, and it's really nice to have all of that left, and that way we use a lot less of it. We do have another design of rake though. And let's give that a try. This one has a flat side as well, which will take out a little bit more of that sweet PDZ, but allows you to get into the corners a little bit better. So that'll allow us to kind of scoop that out just a little easier, but then still switch back to the rake to get the rest of it. You can see just how little of that comes with the rake as it's drug along. I installed the mounting brackets on the underside of the droppings board to give me a place to hang it, and put the other rake in the corner on the back side of the coop for easy access. It's really nice to have everything in here and easily accessible. My poop problems are now solved. All of the tools used in this video are available on our website. Be sure to check them out there. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love this type of content, be sure to subscribe right over here. And for more great videos, click right over here.